Mahaganapatin Manasa Smarami Mahadeva Mudam Shirasa Namami Mahaganapatin Manasa Smarami. You need to know the whole thing is knowledge. There is nothing but knowledge. It's pure jnanam. It's pure equation. There is nothing tangible in this world except knowledge. In the dream, it is just your knowledge. It is bursting of knowledge. It manifests in terms of time, space, and everything in time and space. Correct? And the knowledge is never separate from you. In the beginning there was Word, the Word was with God, it was never separate from God. You need Vedanta to tell that. Don't go and tell any of those Southern Baptists. They think that you have come from devil. That is the truth about it. All that is there pure jnanam. Nothing but knowledge. But then do you know what? Then you have to understand this. Material necessary for the jagat. You don't require material. What is there is equation. There is nothing. Equation you can say, knowledge you can say. There is nothing tangible, sir. And that's all what is there, and therefore, so don't think of a material except your memory. All that you require is your memory, your jnanam. This is called tapas. Satapo atapyata. Satapas tapva idagam sarvam asrijata. As he thought, for you memory, for Ishvara it is what was before. You have to pay attention, that's all. It's all there. So again, anyway, so in this, you are the maker, just to use the word, you are the maker. This is baker's words, okay? These are baker's words. Baker, you are the baker and you are the bread. You are the material, the wheat, flour, etc. necessary. It's all you. Here, the maker and the material are one and the same. They are not two. They cannot be two. Logically, you can dismiss the second thing being there, separate from the maker, because it won't hold water more than 1 minute. Argument. Because it cannot be separated. Be separated by what? If the maker has to make this world and there was something separating the material from the maker, what separates the material from the maker? You have to say space. Correct? And the space itself, I'm asking, that itself a creation. And therefore, what separates the space from the maker? What separates the space from the maker? What? Or you have to say space is maker? Or what separates the space from maker? You can't say space? You can't say space? This is called theology. Why? When you can't say, this is not, we can't enter into, we are trying to fathom the mysteries of God. We can't fathom the mysteries of God. Then why did you talk? Why don't you leave that God alone because you can't fathom the mysteries of God? Leave God alone and His mystery. You need not start your ministry. Understand that? You can't, whenever it is inconvenient, don't run, duck. It's all just, I want the person to think a little more. There is no separation between whatever the type of material is necessary, and that cannot be separate from that God. Therefore here, the entire dream world is pervaded by you. This pervaded by you, this by you, etc., this voice, this passive voice, pervaded by you. Jagat is pervaded by you. It's as though there is some you and there is a jagat and there is being pervaded. You pervade, like a water spray or something, I don't know what. And so these are all words which don't really convey anything. What the truth of the dream is you. The dream space and time are you. In that time space we see different things, they are all you. And if you have thought of a few fellows, all of them are standing there, they are all you. One fellow, human beings, they're all human beings. One fellow says, look at this world. Listen to this well. Look at this world. So beautiful, so vast, my God. Who created this? The other fellow says, how are you going to understand this? Unless the Creator comes and tells you, I created the world. Even if he tells, you will ask him 100 different questions because you have to still believe that he created. He may be bluffing. Correct? There is no way. How is he going to prove? Unless he destroys the entire creation and then again creates right in front of you. But then while he destroyed, you are also gone. You are also gone, and therefore you have a real problem here. And one fellow talks like this. The other fellow, the third fellow tells, oh, this is created by God. God the Father. And in heaven, sitting in heaven, created this world. All these planets were like donuts dropped from him. And then there is another fellow, another fellow is there, and that fellow says, true, God is in heaven, but not in your heaven, in my heaven. In my heaven. It's an improvement. Within the desert countries, these are all differences. Then he says that I am God in my heaven created this world. Then another fellow tells, why are you wasting your time? The most selfish is the most happy. Whether God created or you created or anybody, somebody else created, what do you get out of it? By knowing this, are you going to have a job? You are already laid off. Are you going to have a job? No. Then why do you bother about all this? Why should you bother? The most selfish is the most happy. It's an existential problem. Just do what is to be done. That's it. And of course, he tells a little, be careful that you don't hurt, because the other fellow also is struggling to exist. You also struggle to exist. And therefore, just make sure that the fellow is not trampled upon. His pursuits are not destroyed by you. Leave that fellow alone. And you, of course, you have to be selfish, naturally. You should run before the fellow comes there. The competitive world. This is one philosophy. And the other fellow says, what's all philosophy? You just to follow what works. What works? If muscle power works, then gather those muscle power. Whatever that works, please gather. That's all life. There are different people. Correct? Another fellow says, there was a cause, God, who became the world, and he is no more available. There was a God before, he became the world. Poor God. Finished, he is finished, no more. He has descended, and therefore only jagat is there now. You can't get back to the original state because God has come too far to go back. It's not possible. You should be satisfied that you have got a good what you call genetic origin. That's all. Everybody has a bit of God. There are some serious fellows, so everybody has a bit of God. With that you should be happy. There is a spark, a divine spark in your heart. Now the Oriental starts. This is the Oriental stuff. It comes from India also. It's all Oriental. One stuff is like this. One is this. You look into the world. The world is full of dukkha, pain. The world is dukkha. Your life is dukkha. Everything is dukkha, pain. And therefore there is pain only, there is nothing. Inside if you look at, it is like onion. Peel, peel, peel. There is nothing. There is nothing inside, there is nothing, no core. It is all shunya. And therefore don't take this world seriously. Take your pain seriously, okay? And therefore, this is called mithya without satyam. It's another bunkum it is. Then there is another one. Another one says, it's all flickers after flicker. A flicker of consciousness. That's all what is there. One flicker. And gone. Another flicker. Gone. Flicker, 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 flicker. There's all flickers. There's nothing there. This is another one. Flicker. Therefore you need not do anything. Because before you begin doing, flicker is gone. Which is the flicker you are going to do anything with? And therefore flickers are gone. Then like this there are, but be serious. When you move your hand, be conscious. When you turn, don't just turn like this. Turn. Royal turn. Turn. Like the fellow who has got some neck problem, you turn like this. Conscious. They make judgment on this basis. Whether this fellow is a siddha, is accomplished or not. From his movement of hands they figure out. There are people like that. Then our yogi comes and he says, this is all waste of time. You have to reverse. What is the reverse of pain? Reverse of pain? Reverse of pain? Reverse of pain? Niyap. Niyap. N-I-A-P. Hey, not reverse. You have to reverse the pain. I mean, what is the reverse mean? What is the opposite of pain? Opposite of pain is pleasure, joy. Therefore you have to reverse everything. And for which? Standing on your feet, you can't reverse it. Your world vision is wrong. You reverse the vision, everything will be okay. Therefore stand on your head and look at the world. And yourself, definitely, it's not going to be the same. True. It's not going to be the same. This is another. And another fellow says, as long as you think there will be problem. Therefore don't think, there will be no problem. Stop all your thinking. Then the student asks, Guru, this is all Indian stuff. Guru, yes, how to stop thinking? he goes to a guru to stop thinking. Correct? And guru helps him to stop thinking. Wow, what a guru. To stop, he helps him to stop thinking. And he goes to a guru to stop thinking. And he does a lot. Guru says, so close your eyes, don't think of anything else. Just look at between the brows. You will see a light. Then what shall I do? Then you concentrate on the light. Then you feel as though you are consumed by the light. Then you won't think. Because you are consumed. You won't think. But again, suppose thought comes. Again you do the same thing. Then how to work? Why should you work? Let somebody work. All looks not practical. It's not practical. They say it is practical. Really speaking, it is not practical. And another fellow says, watch your mind, watch your mind, watch your mind, watch your mind. Mind doesn't think afterwards. Dullness increases. Tamas it becomes. Even though it has got some benefit. Different people say different things. The truth is, what is the truth? All that is here is you. You are purna. You are the whole. That is the truth. Nobody tells that. Okay? And if somebody tells, that is Vedanta. That is called Vedanta. You are the whole. There is no pain or anything. It is not reductionism. It is not some kind of denial. We are talking of the basic truth. We are talking of it. And so this is you. This is dream. Your own experience. All these are you. There is no second possibility here. And it's all in the form of knowledge. Your knowledge alone is manifest in the form of jagat. You without knowledge is only consciousness. You with knowledge alone are the creator. You don't lose anything. You are the whole. Whether you are dealing with, you are scanning the sky and you are confronting the stars, or you are looking into the possibilities of this various articles and the particles, etc. So what they are, the velocity of the particle you want to measure, but the electron you want to measure. Whatever you do, you are the whole, the object and the subject. As in dream, you are the whole there. If this is true, it is knowledge that is manifest in the form. Here you have memory, mind, etc. When you are talking of the total, with all these dream possibility also, total, there cannot be another consciousness. There is no another consciousness. All that is there is one limitless. Limitless, we have seen that very clearly, and that is everything else is not self, is mithya, and satyam is sachit, anantam, satyam jnanam, anantam, brahma chaitanyam. That is consciousness, and everything else is drawing its existence from this. We have seen that. Therefore, so now, with reference to a given mind alone, you are maker, dream world maker. With reference to the total we are talking about. There must be. It's very clear. Now you can assimilate. What Vedanta says you can assimilate through your own logic. Eh? So we are talking of the total, therefore knowledge must be total. For the knowledge to be total, mere Satchit Ananda is not enough. Even for me to dream, I need to have a mind. And similarly here, there should be a mind. Uncreated mind, understand? If it is created, then already creation has happened, individual. Uncreated mind. That is what we say Maya Upadhi. The uncreated. With that Maya Upadhi, same Satchidananda is called Ishvara, all-knowing. All Shakti, Sarva Shakti, Sarvajnaha, and Sarvam Asrijate. Ishvara is manifest, created and manifest in the form of the entire jagat. And therefore, there is no question of, it is a knowledge of Ishvara that is manifest in the form of jagat. That's why everything is available for knowing. It's all knowledge. The more you say, when you look into this flower, really there is nothing more than flower knowledge. That's all. Which is imputed to a form. That knowledge is only of the form. Because the knowledge of petal is not knowledge of flower. The knowledge of stalk is not knowledge of flower. Knowledge of the stamen and pollen is not knowledge of flower. Your knowledge of flower is called nama, which has a rupa. Look into that, it again reduces itself into many. Again nama rupa, nama rupa, nama rupa, nama rupa. All knowledge. It's amazing it is. The whole thing is knowledge, one consciousness. Whose knowledge, which is what we say Maya, Upadhi, is manifest in the form of space-time and everything in space and time, and like everything that is there. So two mithya. One mithya is what I make out of it. The other mithya is what is. What is something that I can definitely deal with. What I make out of it has to be again dealt with. I am not dealing with what is. I always fight with my own shadows, my own projections. Therefore now look, if you want to be objective, there must be more Ishvara in your life, correct? There is more Ishvara in your life, you are more objective. There is less Ishvara, then more of you. More of you means problems. Less of you means less problems, correct? This is what they say, surrender, etc., without knowing anything. Some feeling, you surrender to God, everything will be okay. Surrender to God, as though he is another fellow, he is waiting there, surrender. So as though he is waiting, demanding surrender from you. He wants to subjugate everybody, and he is waiting there, surrender. Otherwise nothing will happen, surrender. After surrender also nothing happens. This is, it's all sheer cognition. The whole thing is cognitive because all that is here is nothing but cognition. Nothing but cognition. And therefore, this karmapala, the result of karma, what you talk about, the result of karma is, now you can look back, karmanyeva adhikaraste, mapaleshu kadachana. The results are taken care of by the laws which are not separate from Ishvara. Therefore, every result is from Ishvara alone. And therefore, there is no cheating involved here. No denial of what you deserve is involved. And you get what you earn. Now before everything together, it is not cooked up balance sheet. It is one long balance sheet. It's not, so in this year you feel everything is profit. The next year, again you keep on doing so that the stocks will be up. You sell your stocks and quit. And everything goes. All the people who have invested, they are the losers. They lose their shirts and pants, everything. And therefore, you understand? So this is, it's not the law, it is a law. There is no question of escaping from that. We need not escape. When I am ready, why should I escape? I accept what is there. And therefore, so karmanyeva adhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. Even though I have my likes and dislikes, I want to fulfill them, but when I in the result, of course, there is equal, more, less opposite. As I receive them, I take them, well, not with a sense of failure. I take them as prasada. I am never the loser. Do you know why? Because I am wiser. How wise you became? So that what I did was not enough. That's the wisdom he has got. Then what else? I have got other things to do. That is wisdom. Don't do the same thing when you know that it's not going to work. Against all evidence, persistence with the same thing is considered to be foolishness. There is no other foolishness in the world. Against all evidence, you persist with the same thing is called foolishness. And that's why do we talk about foolishness? Because that is to be avoided. Don't persist with something against all evidence. And therefore, so deal with situations with objectivity, and you find you have some space inside. So in India we have that culture, the culture to accept from an altar, anything comes from Ishvara, is looked upon by us as what? Prasada. There is no question. This is an inbuilt culture. So this is an attitudinal culture. The culture gives you the attitude. See, culture gives the attitude. What is the attitude? You grow up, somebody gives, a Swami gives a banana. An Indian child in India will receive the banana. Even though it doesn't like banana, it will receive banana. Here, even the small little one, give banana. Can I have an apple? Nothing wrong. That's how it's brought up. Can I have an apple? Why? Because why? Because I hate banana. Because they don't have the concept of prasada. That you will never get there. Prasada means it may be banana, it may be apple, it may be flower, it may be vibhuti, ashes, it may be kumkumam, it can be chandanam, it can be tulsi leaf, it can be laddu, it can be a child on your lap. Prasada. Your house is prasada. It's all prasada. Your own body is a prasada. Your own mind and senses are prasada. Given, what is given is prasada. Given is from Ishvara. And the given is not separate from Ishvara. Therefore, it's one law, one series of prasada. Correct? Series of prasada. You are free. Free because attitude. The attitude of graceful acceptance, not glad acceptance. Because glad acceptance is not possible when there is failure. When your ribs are broken, then you can't say it's a glad acceptance. It's not glad, graceful acceptance. Understand? So graceful acceptance is accept it and then look for what should be done. What I can do. which I can claim from the insurance. That's how you should go. Understand? And therefore, so that's called graceful acceptance. Practical, absolute pragmatism. This is called religious pragmatism. Total. Only when Ishvara is understood the way it is to be, and Ishvara is to be understood, that's possible. So there is, then what happens? Your raga dveshas get neutralized. They are incapacitated to create any kind of aversion, any kind of regret or remorse. And this is how one is able to get out of the hold of raga and dvesha. On this basis we will look further later, okay? Mahaganapatin manasa smarami Mahadeva mudam shirasa namami Mahaganapatin manasa smarami.